Well, we're very pleased that Prime Minister Modi will be attending the summit, and this will be Prime Minister Modi's fourth visit to South Africa in under a decade. Now, I think this is a very positive statement, not just to South Africa, but to the African continent, that India sees South Africa as a strong partner, a trusted friend, and also the importance India attaches to the African continent. This is the message coming out of Prime Minister Modi's decision to be in Johannesburg for the summit. But of course, India played a major role in ensuring the African Union's inclusion as a full member of G20 during your presidency in 2023. And you built major momentum around the major global issues as it impacts on the Global South. The first Voice of the Global South Summit was convened under Prime Minister Modi's presidency. And this has been an important development in mainstreaming the challenges of the Global South, including the African continent. So his presence as one of the major global powers that India is today at the table strengthen the hand of the presidency, and we see in India a trusted partner and ally who will work with us to ensure the success of the G20 summit. Even though the USA will not be present at the table, as has been stated by President Trump, the G20 has been established as a powerful global force. It's not dependent any longer on any one country. So the G20 has become, I would say it's too big to fail. It has its own energy, and it's a force that we all believe in as a platform. And at the present time, we need this platform because it's a staircase between the global north and south. And given the challenges we have within the United Nations system and within the multilateral domain as a whole, the G20 becomes even increasingly relevant in being the vehicle that can adequately and collectively address the challenges we face on all fronts as a global community. The global community is in many senses at an inflection point, and it's in need of leadership. And I believe that India, at the present time, is one of the few countries that have a trust positive factor in its favor with both countries of the global north and countries of the global south. And I believe that your leadership at this time to address the challenges that we face as a global community through the BRICS is going to be very critical. The issues of multilateralism, the reform of the United Nations and its various agencies, the challenges we are facing in terms of the global financial front, reform of the Bretton Woods institution, the World Trade Organization. It's unfortunate that trade has been weaponized in this day and age, and BRICS countries are being severely impacted. Like India, South Africa at the current time faces 50% tariffs. And this is impacting on the livelihoods of people. It's driving more people into poverty, and it's impacting on the development of our countries. Now, of course, BRICS has become a powerful platform and a powerful force today. You cannot ignore BRICS. And in many senses, BRICS is surpassing entities of the global north. If you look at the rise of BRICS in a short period of time, in terms of global GDP, from a PPP point of view, we have overtaken the G7. Today, the BRICS 10 account for close to 40% of global GDP, as against the 29% of the G7. In terms of global manufacturing, 25% of global output is emanating from BRICS countries. With our partner countries, we account for over 50% of the global population. So in many senses, you look at BRICS today, and I think it's important to understand that BRICS is not just about the Global South, because all of the issues that we address has to do with the global community as a whole, whether it's the global financial challenges we have, the global economy, in terms of peace and security, including terrorism, and how we collectively address the scourge of terrorism that's reared its ugly head here in Delhi a few days ago. How can we work as a collective to address these global security challenges, the global economic and financial challenges, including issues of the environment. It's not just that we will not have the USA around the table at the G20 Summit in South Africa. At the present time, COP30 is meeting in Belém in Brazil. And here you have again the absence of the second largest global emitter. It's important that the USA fulfill its commitments under the Paris agreements and not walk away from those, because the issue of climate action is dependent on all of us working as a collective for the global good. When you have one or two countries not being part of that process, their actions have a direct impact on all of us, especially the poorest of the poor. So I think that, the visit of Prime Minister Modi is going to impact on so many fronts, and we're very confident that India will work very closely with the presidency of South Africa to ensure a successful summit, a substantive summit, even though we may not have a full house in terms of attendance. But as I've said, we are confident that South Africa will host a successful summit, and with our partners like India, a substantive outcome.